Welcome to the first demo for Project Strife. This is going to be a RPG combat system that I am creating on the Unreal Engine. And so let's start with the game mode. So the game mode is what the Unreal provides that seems to be the starting point for your game. The game mode gets initialized at the very beginning, and then you have to assign a few items to be your main player controller, your main HUD, and a few other things. I've only set up one for the player controller, default pawn, and the HUD, since that seems to be the only ones that I needed for now, but there may be more later on. Normally I would have also tried to spawn my characters here as well, but the problem was that the get world method was actually crashing on me when I did so. So it turns out that the world actually has not been spawned at this point yet. Fortunately, the Unreal Engine provides the begin play method, which it only provides a placeholder, and then you can implement your version of it to do whatever work you need to do after the world has spawned. So in this case here, I create my player controller and attach it based on the world setting that actually happened in my constructor here. Then I create an AI controller, and since there's no other player controller available, I just spawn one out from nowhere. Then next, I have 13 spawn player calls, where I spawn a character, give it an owner, where 10 of them will belong to the player controller, and just give it a random coordinates to spawn with. Same, and then there's a 3 for the AI as well. So now if we look into the spawn character method, we can see that we spawn the actual character, and we also set some of the initial attributes. So now if we go to the Unreal Engine and hit play, we can see this is our starting template of the world, which is just a surface and no characters. But once we hit play, the game mode initializes and we have our units. So the 10 arrows at the top are the characters, and they are owned by the player controller, which I have control over. So I can click them and move them as I need. The bottom 3 are the AI controlled ones, and so I can click them, but I cannot do anything with them. I've also implemented a basic attack system, so if I get my unit close and right click, it will spawn a sprite for a slash attack, and if they are far away, it'll spawn a sprite for a fireball. So we can see in the output log as well that the enemy has 95 health left upon damage, and then 75 left after that second attack. So I can continually attack it until it reaches 0 health, and it will despawn.